and Will, Mark and Will, It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of Bird's Eye View. Of course, you got your favorite guys, Bump, Will, and Mark. What's going on, people? How y'all doing, fellas?
Hey!
What's
Hey!
going on, fellas?
What's
Going
up?
up.
Hey man, I'm gonna need that lazy boy like you got there. I look comfortable.
I swear.
Hey. It'll put you to sleep, man. No doubt. It'll put you to sleep.
Likes that. What we talking about, Mark? What's
All
going
right,
on, brother?
people. We're going to talk about this NCAA tournament Louisville game.
Who, the men?
The women. Oh,
Oh.
Lord. You going to start off like that?
It is what it is.
We talking about the women here, people.
But real quick,
What's up? Go ahead.
brother. I'm trying to get a hold of you, right? I'm trying to get a hold of you, right? Because I got one of these for you, bro.
We got the shirt for you. The Bird's Eye View shirt.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I'm going to pick it up this weekend. We'll hook up this weekend.
All right. Okay. Cool.
All right. Louisville beat Northwestern 62-53 after being down by 18 points. Talk to me, fellas. What's going on with this game?
You want it first? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go in first, man. I think we get in our head early in the game. I don't know if we came out and took his team lightly, but we didn't come out. We didn't come out ready. You know what I'm saying? Every game is our last game now, potentially. So Dana, I don't know if she's in her own head or what, like we talked about earlier. But you know what I'm saying? She's not, you know what I'm saying, hitting like she was early in the year. And I think she gets in her own head and, you know what I'm saying, kind of takes away from her whole overall game.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying, I'm glad they came back and finished it on off, though. You know what I'm saying? It was a good comeback for us.
Yeah.
Hopefully a learning experience for us.
Yeah. I'm piggyback on Bump, like I said, we talked a little bit before the Legacy Show. Mark and Will, this Legacy Show, Mel, PLP. But anyway, I think like this team is so damn young. People fail to realize how young this team actually is. This team is actually probably younger than the men. You know what I'm saying? All that, you know how they like, you know how their coach, and we'll hit him later on. Talking about, well, you know what? This team has one senior. This team only has two players that played the NCAA tournament, basically. So last year you'd have had Robinson, you'd have had Balagoon, Dixon. They'd have got that experience, all that kind of shit. Northwestern came out with haymakers.
Yeah,
they did.
They're like, hold on. And like I told Mark, I watched Northwestern before because they got that Pulliam or whatever. I was watching the tape and I was like, man, who's this cat? Now this is even before, Louisville was playing him. I was like, man, she's cold.
Yeah, she's nice, man.
Thank God she wasn't on. Look, that's what I'm going to say. Thank God she wasn't on, because if she was on with an onslaught when we was down by 15 points in the first quarter, we wouldn't have came back. Yeah. Because if she was on, instead of 25-10, it'd have been 35-10, and it'd have been a wrap. It'd look like the other team up east when they took it on the chin. All that kind of shit. But going with Dana, I'm like, I'm battling with it. My thing is, I think she's putting too much pressure on herself to be like, when you're a player, and this goes back to the conversation that us three had before the show, when you're the player, especially on a high level, you want to be considered the best of the best, period. Right. And so to become the best of the best, You have to win championships. You have to win titles and championships. And the way Dana can elevate herself in that, like, she's there as far as she's All-American 2 times or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you want to be considered Angel McCarthy level, what you got to do? You got to win the ship.
Yeah, you got to at least get there.
Yeah.
I agree with what Bump said. I feel like she's in her own head, too, as far as, like, okay, the ACC tournament.
Yeah.
You missed the shot. Last year, you made it third. You know what I'm saying? You lost. She's been losing in the big time things or whatever. Mm-hmm. So do you think that's, like he said, she's in her own head, like, well, I got to do this. I got to win it.
Ever since Florida State game we lost, she has not balled up to her standards. And what I'm saying is that you are constantly remembered. University of Louisville basketball. Yes, we have history. We have Sarah Noor. We got all these Bellamy. We got some people in the past. But Jeff Walls his crew, and Angel. He coached up 1 year, so but she's still included in that. But when you in that, they're Hall of Famer type players. Mm-hmm. And like I said, you want to be that top dog. I don't give a shit who you are. You want to be that top dog. And so she is in her head. I'm agreeing with you guys. She's in her head. She put too much pressure on herself. And she is self-made. When she came to U of L, she was a slasher.
She couldn't shoot for nothing.
She was a defender, and she worked on that shit. Mm-hmm. But the thing is this. You have so much shooters and talents around you. Don't get you 15 or 16, 17, and 9 assists. You still gonna be that dog. Mm-hmm. Until she utilizes her team completely, that's when you got this shit. Because my thing is this: you're the leader,
right?
You see what's going on. You done seen every defense known to man at U of L that's been thrown against you, but you're too busy thinking, "Damn, I ain't had what I say. The last 6 games, I done suck.
Yeah,
I gotta go. Yeah. No, that's messed up, bro. For real.
And what she got to understand now that these coaches are able to break down these films now.
What's up, Tanisha?
That you in a tournament now that these coaches are able to break down film, and their main goal is to stop you.
That's it. You're the number one.
Always you go. I mean, we struggling right now because she's struggling.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you guys both of this, because y'all guys watch it like I do. Do you blame Jeff? Do you blame Jeff Walls for like not inserting these other? I mean, like, you got Smith, you got Haley, you got Olivia, you got Dixon, who's done improve. Like, you got other score. This probably is his most ripped, and I'm besides during all that, but I'm talking about like balanced like options as far as scores. But I think he done gave the ball to her and let her run too much. Yeah. That it's kind of hard to take that ball from her. Mm-hmm. And my thing is, Haley and them is pure shooters. Like Bump and I talked about it before. We becoming guard you.
Yeah.
You worked your ass off for your little jump on all this kind of shit. Haley's a natural shooter. Asia Durr is a natural shooter. What's her name? Give it to me.
Shoney.
Shoney was a natural. I mean, they didn't have to make that. The ball was like that. So you have came a long way. Mm-hmm. Grunt work, great work. Once you give old girl let her shine, baby, because I'm gonna tell you what, you running the point, and it's so bad that Jeff sits here and makes. He'll go ahead and make Kiana Smith 1 point. He'll make Holly this to free her up. But I'm like, the best solution for her, go to the hole, baby. You depending on that.
You know what you saying there? If you notice her first 2 years, he rode her.
Yeah,
he was in her tail hard. He stayed in Dana, and now he hardly. I think he lets his seniors kind of go. You know what I'm saying? Because her first 2 years,
he was on.
Stay every time out.
Just ready to transfer.
Doing so much, it will make me mad because I'm like, damn, is he gonna get any? You know what I'm saying? Anybody else?
Yep.
But I guess that was to get her to the point where she is now, to where I can hand you these rings and feel comfortable.
Yeah.
So
But I will say,
let her
hold
kind of
on.
do her and find her way.
Hold on, Bump. But I will say this: as much as my commentary about that, I do love that Jeff pulls her ass out.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah,
she's overkill, not doing shit, come on over.
yeah,
But see,
yeah.
that's a sign that you got talent where
On
you can
that
take
team.
a candidate for Player of the Year and sit her down a
Right.
whole quarter or different things because you like, nah, dude, let's go. And you remember the first against Maris. She sucked. Benched her
Yeah,
ass. We was rocking and rolling with reserves and everything else. Took the lead.
yeah,
Took control of the
yeah.
game.
Yeah.
So, no, I'm with you. You paid your due and all that kind of shit. But I do love, all right, Bump, man, you off. Sit your ass down. Sit there and think about
Right.
it.
You got to sometimes.
Yeah, I
Let
love
her
that.
watch the game and see.
I
You know what I
love
mean? You know
that.
how they
Yeah.
say, watch the game and see what's going on. Get a perspective from my point of view, and that way
Thank
when
you.
y'all put you back in there, you go ahead and will and deal and do what you do.
Yeah.
But you know, what I'm saying? I think like we said, I think right now she knows she's had a bad ACC tournament, and
Mm-hmm.
she's trying to find her way back. But I'm hoping if maybe this next game she'll come out of that shooting slump,
Don't need it.
you know, and stop trying to force things.
Yeah.
We got next.
Oregon, University of Louisville plays Oregon next. They're a taller team, and actually, the coach, and we beat them last year,
Yeah,
but
when
they're
they
a
was number
taller
one, matter of
team.
fact,
What you say?
we beat them last year. I think when they was number one in the
There's number
nation.
one. Sabrina, yeah,
Yeah,
Sabrina was there. And the thing about it is that you know they normally don't go big. They have a big. They have plenty of bigs. They got a whole bunch of bigs. But like Dana has to be on. Like this is showtime now. Sweet 16
Yeah.
is show.
yeah,
Ain't no bullshit. It's like you cannot be down 25-10 in the Sweet 16.
no,
You're
no,
not coming back. I mean, for real, for real. So you hopefully, and then only thing that sucks with this bubble is that you can't go nowhere. Like normally you'll go back home, go back to the lab, do
right,
all this kind of shit, then go back. Now you stuck here, but this is when Dana and it's so crazy because I remember when University of Louisville played DePaul
Mm-hmm.
and smacked the shit out of them, and they smacked the shit out
yeah,
of them because Kiana was like my whole thing is, baby girl, if I was her uncle, her daddy, or somebody, I understand. Look, calm down. Trust your teammates. You got powerhouse teammates, dog. Because
yeah.
hold on, real quick. And I know you had to
No,
add
I'm
something
going
real
to ask you
quick.
something real quick.
Oh,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Let me ask y'all something. What is the two key factors y'all think for Louisville to beat Oregon? Before I
Um,
hit the stats.
it's. I'm telling you, it's what I've been saying the whole year about Louisville's women's team. If we hitting, we could be. Can't we? It's gonna be hard to beat Louisville when we hitting. That DePaul game, like you said, Will, was a perfect example. We was hitting early in the year. We was hitting and getting out, and then like we was running. DePaul tried to run with us,
Yeah.
and we ran their ass to death.
Yeah.
So we did. And so I think if we hitting and you know what I'm saying, rebounding, your girl, she had what 20, almost 20 today.
Should have had 20.
Yeah.
Had 15. No, he gonna
15.
he
She
gonna
had 15.
get it, but yeah.
Yeah, she should have had
Yeah,
20
she
on the
dropped a
drive.
lot of
She
shit
let
out.
it go out of bounds.
Yeah.
But if we shooting and hitting, oh, and Dana's on, it's gonna be hard to beat Louisville.
Yeah. To me, I think for us to be like we need to make sure like defense wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
have to make it ugly. Like we choked Northwestern. They had 53 points. They had 25 in the first quarter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they had 7, 8, and 13. The rest of the quarter. Like the defense has to be bar none, shut down, and like
Yeah.
this dude right here, he doesn't get the credit he deserves. Jeff Wall is a wizard. And
Yeah.
he would come up with shit, as long as you did your game plan, but he can't rebound for you for the loose ball. He can't make you not do dead ball
Right.
turnovers and shit. He can't make you miss crips that we miss. You know what I'm saying? But I think that defense is going to have to be on point because
Mm-hmm.
now, and you know what it's about? Details. Making sure you know that Bump goes left,
Mm-hmm.
Mark goes right. Everybody has to be locked and loaded. I love that he used the bench, and I love all this shit. But now, stars win these games.
Mm-hmm.
Dana, and Haley and Olivia have to produce, and Smith, because I think she's the most underrated, and she's probably one of the best motherfuckers on the team. That there, they have to produce. You don't need everybody going ballistic.
Right.
Play defense. Have them four contribute. Have Rob because like Bump and I talked about before. Robinson is undersized, but her grit. Let me ask y'all this. Let's have a little fun with it. Kessa Robinson is the defensive extraordinaire. That's the one who's out there, long hair. She's from Kentucky, all this kind of shit.
Right.
If y'all could, let's parallel this, because I'm gonna say this. I wish that like she had more offense in her game. Mm-hmm. I do, because if she had some offense in the game, she'd be deadly, because she can guard anyone. She guards from 4 on down, and sometimes be on 5, and she ain't number 5'8", 5'9". What University of Louisville basketball defender that she reminds you of? Now, she's a defender. She ain't no scorer. What person that have y'all seen in your eyes that plays defense like, and you may not, because she's a whole that play towards the end of the game when she got that steal. She's relentless on that. Offense, not.
I mean, when she came back from behind, that was that old school McCray dream game still in overtime. Remember that?
Oh, yes.
When he came back from, a lot of people don't remember it, but she reminds me a lot of of Andre McGee.
I hate to say it, but
he was a dog on defense. You know what I'm saying? He was a pest on defense. I pressed the nose. Was pressing to score, but I'm talking about his defensive end.
No, I got you. No, because he could actually score more than her. But yeah, I like the pit bull mentality. Right. I like it. I like it. Real that right.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. Backing off like what you just went back and said about Walsh and his coaching. How you know what I'm saying. One thing I like about him, man, is he's not stuck on one style of play. I know y'all think where I'm going.
Hey, go ahead and switch it up.
Let it go. Hold on. Before you do that, let him do these stats. Yeah. Because that's gonna lead. Even if you don't go there, we'll go there. Anyway, do the stats real quick.
Cochran had 13 and 15. Van Leaf had 13. Robinson had 4 and 9. Smith had 16 and 6.
Damn.
Dana Evans had 14. Then Dixon on the bench had 2 and 5.
Bench didn't do shit.
No. Not at all.
Bench didn't do shit. And the whole key is this, real quick. Pulliam had 4 points. She's they All-American. She's they dog. If that right there, and you know what? And she's, and I don't know if I think she may be only like a junior or something, whatever. That's got to be like she's that dog for her 4 points. That's why we was able to come back. All right. So real quick, that 9 rebounds for somebody who's 5'8", 5'9", who gives up her body like it's no thing. You know what I'm saying? She only got 1 steal. Probably had more than that. Really, man, it's tremendous. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead, because I want to take it somewhere else too. But go ahead.
Right, but this is what I was gonna say, man.
What's up, Kenneth and Daniel?
He's not committed to one style. You know what I'm saying? Like on defense, if he see that we in the zone and the other team comes out hitting, he's not gonna live or die with that zone. He's not a Bayham. Let's throw Bayham's name out there.
He's not a who? You a hater.
Coming out of that 2-3. He's not coming out of that 2-3. You know.
Damn. Hey, bro.
Virginia playing the pack line. Virginia playing the pack line. He's not coming out of it.
Oh, Lord.
If he see he needs to pick up the pace, he'll go to a press or trap or something.
Boom.
You know, so he's not sold on his same. I just love that about
that.
Let me repeat that. What's up, man?
When Bird's Eye View get these media passes and you get them too, dog. Oh boy, ain't gonna hate us.
What you say there?
I said when our show, the Bird's Eye View, get these media passes for this U of L game. They ain't
Right.
pay us, dog. You can say that dude's name.
Hey, let's keep it to the women, man.
No.
These
Well,
men.
no, yeah, exactly. But Bird's Eye View is U of L Sports, so we're gonna trigger to that element
Right.
real quick too. But right now, real
Right.
quick,
We're
hold
not
on,
gonna
hold on.
we're
Go
not
ahead,
gonna
go
talk
ahead, go
about
ahead.
how Mac was.
Oh,
It's great to get juicy.
yeah. So, great win.
Right.
Like I said, when you have an experience and like people come like first of all, they looking at number 2 seed. Y'all was number 1 seed. Dana, like that first quarter. Did you get to watch the first quarter, Bump?
Yeah.
Like I was telling Mark that that right there was a bludgeon. I mean, they was out there throwing haymakers. They was like, dude, we ain't scared of y'all. Where's Dana Evans at? What's going on? They was
Yeah.
like, give me all them cookies. But it's so funny. So like the second quarter, I'm watching it. Louisville still making mistakes, turnover shit. But I'm thinking
Right.
they couldn't stretch that lead. I said, oh, they in trouble
Yeah.
because Jeff
But
is gonna switch that
it's
shit.
what I took solace at. I took solace when they said they was only like a 25% shooting 3-point team.
Thank you. So
And they
you,
came out.
hold on.
Yeah, they came out like, you know what I'm saying, like the Golden State Warriors hitting
And
threes.
they only play 7 players. I said, oh yeah, that's
Right. Yeah. So I knew we was gonna wear them down eventually, but I just hate those slow starts that we putting out right now.
But hold on, bro. Hold on. Let me get this, man. Y'all know how I am. Look, Kenny Caldwell's on here. What's up, Kenny?
What's up, kid?
He said, "Why are we talking about the men's if they make the Final Four, going to see these ladybirds?" Well, first of all, this is Bird's Eye View. We talk about all U of L sports, and if you tune in before, anytime, basically and we started the show off with the women, and we're gonna end with the men. So thank you for real. You know what I'm saying? A little brother, that's cool. But I mean, don't get me twisted on this shit. We're gonna cover all the bases, brother. I mean, that's Cardinal Nation. That's what we do. We're gonna finish up the ladies, and then we're gonna go to the men. We giving they due. We always do they due. You see what I'm saying? That's the whole thing about the whole situation. Because my thing is this, and I hit Bump on this earlier. I hit Mark on this. A lot of these people watching the women, they ain't watch the women.
Nope.
I ain't gonna. I mean, for real. Let's keep it
They
one.
don't know nothing about
And I'm not
Sarah Nord, do they?
Sarah, Noah, Ben, all this shit. So let's keep it 100. And I'm not saying covered jazz covered. I'm not even saying that. My thing is this: this show is about U of L sports. So shit intertwines. That's what we do. Continue to watch, support all this kind of shit. But the content is everything's gonna be covered on this show, and it's the Mark and Will show. That's all I got to say. And our brothers on here, and we gonna rock and roll. So it is what it is.
Get back to it.
Shit, motherfuckers don't. Y'all got me
Get
twisting
back to it,
bitch.
brother. Get back to it, brother. Get back to it, brother.
But okay, so my thing is, man, impressive because they did turn it on. Like I said, I felt they got weak. You know what I'm saying?
When is the Sweet 16? Is that
Next week? I mean, everything's messed up. Everything's messed up.
So wouldn't that be? Should it be Sunday? Or
Because the men is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so watch it's gonna intertwine together. I was hoping that they went ahead and bring back the men on that Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday. I don't know, bro. For real, we're gonna see it after this shit. For real, we're gonna see it after this last game. They'll do some stuff like this, but let's get back on this real quick. For University of Louisville, kind of like you said, as far as against Oregon, um, if you coach Walls, if you guys are Coach Walls, and you sit down, Dana Evans, what you saying to her?
Get out on old damn head. Basically.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell her, don't worry about scoring. I mean, we got enough people on the team that can go ahead and they can get it. You know what I'm saying? So just don't even come in thinking about scoring. Get other people involved and let the game come to you.
Yeah,
Man, you gotta let the game come to your points. Gonna come. I mean, you good enough of a player to where if your shots not falling, you still could get in the lane and get to the free throw line.
That's
But how I know she's in on here because she's missing free throws now in the
Thank you. She don't miss, but she missed like
two for
wait a minute.
today.
The tournaments, even the ACC tournaments together. Yeah, she's in her own head. Maybe you know what? Maybe her dad, who she loves. I mean, she loves her mom too. He probably need to talk to her because apparently Jeff Walsh shit ain't working as far as in her. You know what I'm saying? Talk to her, because you best believe that he's already done talked to her. Dad needs to step like, and I ain't saying Dad ain't did it, but like some dads it's like, okay, I'll let the coach, but like your daughter, if she continues, say if Louisville wins next game and goes to the Final Four and Dana's playing like shit, they still gonna take you.
Yeah.
But they be like, big games. You know what I'm saying? Big games.
Right.
And we love Dana. Don't get me wrong. Everybody knows we love Dana. Dana does whatever she needs to do. We love her. But your team is talented.
Yeah.
Very talented.
I remember in the summer before the season started, I was going to different websites and they was talking about Smith. Talking about they didn't know if she was the best player or was it Dana. So, I mean, you have some dogs on your team to where, you know what I'm saying, that you can depend on when you're not hitting. And the last two games prove it.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
Two games prove it. I mean, you haven't came to play, but your shots just not falling.
Like Mark said, Dana got the green light. But also is this. When you join a new team, you kind of defer.
Right.
Who's supposed to be the alpha dog.
Absolutely.
Right.
But y'all know how we're made. I'm an alpha dog too.
Right.
You got to prove your shit.
Absolutely.
It's starting to show now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's kind of, every time she shoots, I'm thinking, okay, I feel good about it.
Oh, I don't think Haley or Kiana shoots enough. That's the thing. I think they defer too much. And I'm like, I love that you can see that Jeff said throw the ball inside. And I mean, they made mistakes, but 13 and 15 as a freshman is great. You know what I'm saying? Like, it probably should have been like more like 20 and 20 or 18 and 20. But still, I love that point. But Haley to go perfect. And that defense they played wasn't like they had really open shots unless you really bought it. For Haley to go perfect and do what she had to do, and under the rest and all that kind of shit, and it's like
two early fouls.
And then Kiana, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like, come on, bro. Like, dude, this team actually offensively, this team is better than last year's team. They would have made a Final Four run.
Yeah.
But Dana's like, I got it. I got it. Baby, you ain't got to do it by yourself. And we love you. We think you are the world. We think you player of the year type shit. But look, do not get caught up in that shit.
You said it. So are they deferring to her? Or is the coach saying it? Do you think it actually is the players?
I think the players. What do you think, Bump?
Yeah,
I think
it's the play. I mean, when Will said, when you're a young team like that and she's your only senior and she's been to the Final Four her freshman year.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? She's the All-American on the team and she was the ACC player of the year last year and this year. So that's your leader. I mean, she's the one in the summertime putting in work and getting people together and telling the freshmen how it's going to be. So, yeah, you know, it's just a natural progression to where you can defer to your seniors.
Yeah. And they do that.
Like, hell, she came in All-American with all these credentials.
Yeah.
You still got to wait your turn.
Yeah. And you can see that.
Like, even in your head, it's just in your head. And that's any sport. I mean, we came in as freshmen, and you know what I'm saying? We was good coming in freshmen playing sports. But we had to sit and wait our turn. So, and I think that's how most people look at it on Louisville's team. Is like, she's our only senior. It's her time to eat.
Exactly.
So, you know, and plus she's been a good leader to them.
Yeah, and they love her. They love her.
It's just not on the court. It's
off the court. Yeah, they love her.
You looking to her. She's the one that's been there. She's the one that know how Jeff Walsh operates. So when you coming in and you in a dorm room, well, what did he mean by this? Why, you know what I'm saying? Why is he on me about this? And she's gonna be
Why
the
you,
one that
hey,
explains everything to him.
why you on here like you know some shit, bro?
Hey, I'm just a little something, man.
But
Little, little something.
no, you. I couldn't even say any better, brother.
Right.
And that's my whole. When I say that shit, that's the whole thing. Is that basically they deferred because they know that. But
Yeah.
I don't know that this happened. And I don't know if it didn't happen. But my whole thing is this: that's when you need leadership and be like, baby girl, when I pass it to you on that wing, don't come back to me.
Yeah.
Knock it down.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
Haley and Smith is better shooters than her. I don't
Right.
give a shit if you
Right.
shot 40 something. They are basketball people know who shooters are.
Mm-hmm.
Them two,
They pure shooters,
thank you.
and
She worked on
Haley's a
her shit.
freak.
And she
Yeah,
worked on
she's a
that
freak
shit.
shooter.
Yeah, she's a streaky shooter. If she gets hot,
Right.
she's hot. But them right there, like you can tell when they pull up to the elbow and that shit is like when the last time you saw Dana shoot an elbow jumper?
Mm-hmm.
Like shooters can shoot anywhere.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
And
saying?
that's Smith.
Thank you. Oh, hold on real quick. Kiana Smith, shout out to you, baby girl. I understand your daddy's a coach and I'm saying she's the only woman I've seen. And I mean, we done seen them all. I done seen, McContry, everybody like that. She goes in the lane and do finger rolls.
Yeah.
She comes off that girl
Hey,
and
she's smooth. She's smooth, man. She's
and
real
she's
smooth.
6'1".
I love her game.
And she's 6'1".
Right.
It's like she's a
Yeah.
big guard, dog. And like
Yeah.
when he benched her, when he benched Dana, and Haley got in foul trouble, he had her the point. Because she was a point guard at Cali. So it's
Right.
like next year, hey, we won a championship this year, but next year when you got the guards of Haley, and Kiana, and the Van Hurst girl who's 6'1", but no, I mean she's so smooth, man. I mean I love,
Yeah.
and so I'm like yelling at the screen, shoot the ball, shoot the ball. Like y'all two
Yeah.
are the ones, and if you can't do it, throw it. Olivia, did you hear Olivia say, "Get that shit out of her"?
Yeah.
She like, get that shit out of her. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah. I can play with you.
Right.
I'm anxious to see where this season goes, but I'm really excited about next season.
Oh Lord,
Yeah.
what I say?
I think we still, like this year, I think we won. I just think we are shot blocking big girl away.
Yeah. And the thing about it, only when you lose is Dana.
Mm.
You bring in. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's if it's, you know what I'm saying. That's if she wants to leave. You
She
know, she
got-
gets another year if she wants to.
Yeah, but she's number 3 pick.
Yeah.
You out of here. But you bring in Van Hurst, who's like 6'1", 6'2" guard. You bring in 6'5" post player who's also a volleyball player. Then Mobley, Alexa Mobley, who now is eligible to go ahead and come in. You know what I'm saying? She's 6'2", 6'3". But 2022, they are recruiting a 6'7" girl.
Is that the one? That's not the one from out west, is it?
By LaJuan?
Okay, now I thought she had went on to sign with Stanford.
No, it's another.
She is.
It's a 22. It's another one that Louisville's actually recruited. Yeah, not that one.
Okay.
It's another one. I'm saying that about LaJuan. She might be like Oregon-ish type area.
Okay.
And Louisville 6'7". You get six. You get Jeff a 6'7" that can actually move. That's a wrap because that locks out all that shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Haley now be a junior while she's a senior. You gotta. Yeah. All right, look. We done dive in. Come on, man. Let's flip this. Let's flip this. What did you think about all these the men? Let's flip the men. Chris Mack has terminated 2. Yeah, I gotta get your ass on this. Has terminated 2 coaches.
Yeah.
Has basically told 2 recruits to go ahead and follow these coaches out the door. What's up? What you think about this, Bump?
With him firing the 2 coaches?
We'll do that and go to the players next.
with the two coaches, I mean, you got to look at yourself also. I mean, right now that's gonna fly because you know you had to do something.
He said that.
Because you hear people talking and people are pissed off because we missed the tournament. So you hear people talking, so somebody got the big scapegoat.
Yeah.
And that's which with your boy from came from Wake Forest, Godfrey, was that his name?
Uh, Dino Galadio, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really did. We bought him out of retirement anyway.
Yeah.
I thought he would be a little more, you know what I'm saying, assertive on the bench, telling Mac, well, hell, let's come out of I know one game he did. I forgot which game it was. But he told him, man, let's try a zone or something. One game. It was last year.
Something different.
But I thought he would have a little more of Mac's air by him being a veteran coach and him being a head coach at Wake Forest for all those years. But right now, I think those two guys are pretty much the scapegoats and the sacrificial lamb for what our season became. Now, I would like to know what was the reason behind it. I know it's a story behind it. Was they not gigging as coaches in the locker room, or were they not bringing in the type of recruits that Mac felt like we needed, being the other guy being a recruiter? So I'd like to know the story behind it as to why did you get rid of him? I mean, what's the story? Yeah. Because like Murray, Bill Murray's son, the coach or whatever, I guess so tired of hearing about him being over there. He was supposed to
hold on, but every time he was there, we lost.
Every time. Caddyshack. But anyway, man. But
Ghostbusters.
Right. I'd like to know, man, what's the reason behind it? What's the reason behind the farm behind it? I mean, all we know as fans is you got rid of two assistant coaches. Were you not happy with them? Why weren't you happy with them? Was it the players we was getting?
Because it's still young, and you're still young in your time here. So, and I'm with you on that because my whole thing is I think basically that he probably had a powwow with Dino Galadio or whatever, and I think they probably came up with this whole shit. I think he was like, man, I got grandchildren. I can get back in TV. Mm-hmm. Do what you got to do. I took this job to kind of help you weather the storm. Mary, for you to get like Begeese and Mary, like that was your dudes from Xavier, right? He's supposed to Begee's supposed to be a guru as far as like the big man.
Is that the one that ended up getting the head coaching job at Xavier? He was his main
guy. No. Travis Steele was his main guy.
Okay.
He stayed there.
That's what I'm thinking.
But these other two, you know what I'm saying? So I think, you know what? Sometimes that steak looks so good. That steak looks good. That porterhouse looks great, right? That porterhouse is I see it. I want it. But all of a sudden, when you get that porterhouse there, you can't eat it. And I think, like, come to Louisville, I don't think he realized how much the basketball team is valued. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't go nowhere without hearing the shit. Your wife can't go nowhere. Your kids, your daddy, your mama in Honolulu, or whoever, you're going to hear about this shit. So, on a down year, like, okay, last year, everybody's shit was affected. Nobody went to the tournament. Okay, you had Boyle up, but that wasn't your people anyway. Let's keep it 100. That wasn't your people anyway. So, you come in this year, a down season. This is a down season for all college basketball. And you fucking didn't make the tournament? Like, make the tournament get beat. I mean, that's been your best thing.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't make
and to keep it all the way 100 with everybody, did you really think we was going to do anything in the tournament? I thought we won and done.
Hell no. Especially, you know what?
Going to be one and done.
The only way I thought we might have done some shit if Malik didn't get hurt. Because when Malik, and we knew he wasn't 100. We all battled. We all talked about that. But Malik playing center that freed up. The person who ate out of that whole situation was Withers.
Right.
Because he's explosive forward. He can shoot three, he can dunk it, all that. And he ain't got to worry about banging big 6'7" dudes and blah, blah, blah. And that's great. But once that was eliminated, nah, you right. Shit. What? It was a done. When them dudes came out flat against Duke.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's hard to be the team 3 times, but when
Yeah.
you can see how a team approaches the game and be like, oh, hell no. Hell no.
The first 5 minutes, I knew it was a wrap for
It's
us
a
on that game.
wrap. It's a wrap.
I mean,
Let's go
you
ahead.
still running stuff that you ran the first 2 games, like Coach K wasn't gonna figure it out.
And you let Bambi eat.
Yeah.
Dude, the best thing that ever happened to Bambi is that they game got canceled. Because Florida State would have whooped his ass like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You know, ball against Louisville, whose center is 6'7", 6'8".
Right. And you 7 foot, 7'1".
Thank you. So my whole thing with this whole situation is that okay, you get rid of them, that's cool, whatever. But you got to bring in a recruiter and somebody who can know the X's and O's that can challenge.
That's it.
That they can challenge you. Because my whole thing is like there's no way. We understand Malik is coming back. He admitted, if everybody didn't know, he said he's coming back. But you still need a real center.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he may not be ready to go. He may not ever be ready to go. You still need
And like I was gonna say, can you really depend on him? Would you really want to depend on Malik?
I hate to say
With his medical history,
no.
ankles and foots and
Mm-mm.
whatever, I wouldn't want to
Good
depend on
kid.
him. So why not go out and get another piece that you think could come in and help you right away?
And you know what? As much we always talk about, basically, like the transfer, so you got Wheeler, who's a 16 guy who's coming off an injury himself. He didn't play his senior. He should be healthy by the time he comes, but still, you ain't played a year of basketball, you're gonna be green and shit.
Right.
Anyway, you need to go get a transfer center.
Yeah.
A legit one, not no weak bullshit. A center that you deem as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to hear about, but you know what? We thought Bump was going to start. We thought Mark was going to start, and he, no. What team? This ain't NBA. To say, hey, Bump. I thought Bump was going to start, so he got hurt. Everything shit fell apart. Who does that shit? So I think I'm gonna tell you what, bro. I think point blank, he knows that heat is on that ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is.
And
I
that's
mean,
why he's making moves like
get
that.
a pass. You get a pass this year because of a COVID, and you know what I'm saying. Which I mean, we diehard fans, but we reasonable.
Yes.
I mean, we reasonable fans, so where we understand that the worst 2 whoopings we got came right out of COVID protocol. You know what I'm saying? When we had been out for a couple of games, and we got killed by poor Wisconsin, and then again by North Carolina. So you get a pass this year because of COVID, but next year, if you put that same product on the floor and you still playing that same bullshit offense and defense,
There go
Bump cussing. Shit on TV.
Man, you got to start being held accountable, man.
No, you right.
Because what's gonna happen is people are, I'm saying, Louisville fans are knowledgeable people. We've been, so we done had 2 Hall of Fame coaches in a row.
Yep.
So we know what good basketball is. You can't come here from Xavier and fool us and tell us, well, this and that, whatever. No, we know what good basketball is.
Hey, Bump, let me ask you this. Like, when that was going down, as far as the search, did you have a particular guy that you was looking for to replace?
No, I mean,
I'm just asking because we understand that was Mac was on George's list. We understand it, but I'm like,
right.
Did you have somebody, or I mean, I'm just asking.
No, because it happened too fast. It happened too fast because I'm still thinking Rick was going to be here.
Oh yeah.
So when they fired Rick, I'm thinking, well, hell, I mean, he was a safe pick.
But hold on.
I mean, I wasn't disappointed.
I'm gonna, I've been in your basement before. I know it's loaded and shit. Can you take that Iona shirt down because I'm not with that in the back.
You said what now?
Could you take that Iona Gale's shirt off? And I see it in the back corner. Could you take it down? No.
I own the shirt.
Yeah, I mean, Rick Pitino. Take that shit in the back corner over by the fish. Get rid of that shit.
Hey, no, I wouldn't put. Hey, it's what I watch Rick now play, and I miss the style of play.
Oh, yo, love it. Love it.
And I think that's what most people miss is that pressing style of play.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we done said it before. I mean, how many times can we beat that drum that he goes so far from what Rick does that it hurts his teams? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It goes against
Bump,
everything.
you always say that. You always say that. And I'm like, yeah, you right. But it's like, okay, cool. But then when you do a press conference and you mention the previous coach,
Yeah.
I'm like,
why?
Oh, dude, you fucking yourself up.
Yeah.
You fucking yourself up, bro.
Yeah, he is. And that lets you know that he's in these chat rooms
Yeah.
and he's listening to radio talk shows because that's what people are saying. You know, if Rick, you know,
Yeah.
okay, Rick's not here, we understand that, but his style of play is what kept him a game. Rick never really had no dominant offensive teams. Remember, we struggled offensively.
You're right.
But Rick would press, his teams would press and keep you in the game as far as the defense is scoring in transition. So I mean, that's what people miss is like, and we said that from the first game, first show, that when we down by 7, it might as well be 14 points because we don't put no pressure on the ball to try to get back in the game.
So let me ask you guys this.
Yep.
Let me ask you this. So Malik is coming back. You remember I said that's free health. Hold on, that's free health card. You know what I'm saying? So you need to do that. So if you Carlik Jones, what you doing? You ain't on no draft boards. So what are you doing?
Come back.
Why?
Well, it depends.
Why? I was gonna say why.
Hold
on.
Unless he make more money overseas.
Huh?
Unless he got an offer overseas to play.
Okay.
There ain't no point in coming back.
Okay. What do you think?
And that's what I was gonna say. Depending on how bad your situation is, if you're ready to go for the money, but like I tell people that say that he should come back, people forget he's a 5th-year senior already.
Yeah.
So he's 22, probably going on 23 now.
Yeah.
So how
sense.
often? I mean, how much ball you got in you? I'm ready to get to the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If that means playing overseas or whatever, I'll have my family situation.
I would say this. My whole thing with the whole situation, when like to be considered for Player of the Year in the ACC.
Yep.
All ACC.
Right.
I can see him coming back just for some fact of this. You may never be in the NBA.
Right.
So you never really played in a tournament.
Right.
You never got to experience a true Cardinal mania. Because we all know by the time they play again, it's going to be back open.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
So my thing is this. As long as you stay healthy, that European, we're going to be there.
Yeah.
But I feel y'all. I mean, you're right. I'll go for the bag. But when he came to Louisville, he's trying to go. When he came to Louisville, he was trying to improve his stock. Also playing the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
I don't think he did either. I mean, I think he did. Don't get me wrong. I think but he's still not listed. Like people felt. This is not the NFL where you have 7 rounds.
Right.
You got 2 freaking rounds. Do we think he's being drafted? That's the whole thing. See, you know what I'm saying? He's like, because he's not explosive.
Right.
And that what hurts him. And hey, anybody watch this show? We love Carlik Jones.
Yeah, yes.
We love him. But you have to look as far as a business as an owner. Are you going to take him with what's going down?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I can truly see it's 50-50. Like, maybe...
And you know, one good thing Louisville got in his favor as far as Carlik Jones go is I heard him say that these kids that pretty much the kids at Louisville didn't really understood what they had because he, you know what I'm saying, he's been on those charter flights to where commercial flights to where you know he's flying with regular people, and now you got these flights to where you just flying with the team. These charter flights where you just flying with the team.
Yeah.
And you know you getting them. He's finally on the good meal plan. And,
thank you.
You know he's experiencing stuff that he's done.
He's eating, bro. He's eating. You're right.
Yeah. And so you know I heard him say this is from his mouth. He said you know these guys don't know how good they got it because he's done been through the struggle playing. You know what I'm saying, lower level basketball work.
I didn't know that Malik was his roommate.
Malik Williams. Is that right?
Yeah, because they was asking, and they was like, so what about Carly? He said, you know what? I would love for him. I think we got good chemistry, and he's talking. He said, but he's got to make a decision on his own. I was thinking, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because if you bring Carly Jones back like I said, people underestimate the experience part. When you can bring back Carly, and I ain't talking about Malik. Malik come back, you want him healthy, but like, okay, guys. First of all, we suck because we didn't make it. I don't give a shit about the record is. We didn't make it. We suck.
Right.
You never put it, but when you can bring back, but see, my thing is this: if you bring back with him and Els is coming, how's the offense gonna look? Like, and then what's up with David Johnson? Like, has anybody heard like what's going on with that shit?
And see, that's the thing that me and Dave was talking about.
Okay, what
So, man,
y'all talking about?
He said, man, he needs to let Mac know now.
Yeah, get it up so he can go get some.
That way we know which direction we need to move in, man. Are you coming back? Are you gonna stay? Because there's not gonna be no NBA camps. I mean, far as you know what I'm saying,
Nah.
to showcase your talents or whatever. So I mean, are you coming back? What's your plan, son? We need to know now to where we can get on this road and tell these kids what they expect when they come in.
So do you think he's if you had a hunch or a way you lean into, what do you think about David Johnson? What do you think is going to pop off for him, bro?
I think he's more leaning towards going.
I think
so. I mean, right now he has a lot of good intangibles. He's 6'4".
Oh,
yep. I mean, he's a big physical guard. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He needs to come back. I think he needs to come back and work on his handle.
Yeah.
And being more of a consistent shooter. And maybe losing about 15 pounds. Just where he could be more quick and more explosive.
Yeah, more explosive.
Bump got everybody on there playing, though. Anyway.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
But, but you know what? I think that, like, if I had, like, Carly Jones or David Johnson, I'd probably lean towards Carly coming back before David.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because I think, like you said, I think he's like this is what I want to do, and I don't know his family. I mean, I ain't saying somebody's in need or whatever. His family probably not in need, but I think it's a dream of him. And also this, I think people fail to realize it's a weak draft. Yeah. When you get past Cade Cunningham and Mobley, who you got?
Yeah, nobody really says that this year.
So, truthfully, if you're David Johnson, who's been on the board between the first and second round, this probably be your best bet to go. To be honest,
and you know what? I think he would probably benefit more from a open court game. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because right now, the one great game I remember him having, great game. He had plenty of good games, but the one great game was Duke last year when he was playing the passing lanes and getting out in the open court.
Yeah.
We don't get to see him in the open court now because we don't play that style of ball. So it's constantly walking the ball up court. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did you text me? How many steals do we have this whole past year? Wood 22 steals.
I think we had 26. No, I think it was like we had this his ass. Hold on. Bump
goes in.
Bump's a shit fucking starter.
No.
Leave it alone, bro. No, he is. And then he always try to make me be the damn bad guy, which I don't give a fuck.
You always the bad guy.
But hold on. So he's here it is. Bump hits me. He said, "Check when you can and see how many blocks and stuff that we had as a team." So I was like, "All right, cool." So we had University of Louisville had 66 steals for the year
for the whole season,
which is garbage. But hold on. Only 23 blocks, and I think JJ was probably the leading shot blocker of the damn team.
He probably got time.
Thank you.
So that says a whole lot for your season. That shows right now that you not getting no extra possessions
at all.
I
mean, that's ridiculous, though. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, my fat ass can get 3 steals.
Because I mean, you can watch the game. One game might get 7 blocks in a game.
But we have look. Withers is a highlight show, but you like this. Just be big, wall up, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Like, but Y'all know how I do, and y'all know how I say, and I'm gonna say it again. That's Vince Tyree, your boss.
Yeah.
Evaluate what's going on. You know what? I brought you here for this shit. I understand it, but look, bro, this is not conducive to like what we do here.
No.
What you gonna do to change this shit? Because you
Yeah.
have talent, like, and it goes back, and that's why I always say it intertwined to like the women. Like is Jeff Walls and Dan McDonald is the two best coaches
Yeah.
because they know how to utilize their talent. I'm
And
not
make
gonna
adjustments.
play Mark fucking receiver, and maybe he should play tight end or running back. You know, it's like what the fuck is going on here?
Right.
That's the problem. Like
Yeah.
you play small ball, you had no shooters.
Yes.
Who plays small ball, no shooters,
You
dog?
when you play a half who play either when you playing a half court game like we did this whole year, you either got shooters or you got a big man to run your offense through.
Thank you.
We had neither.
Neither. And women, and you play small ball, you press.
Yeah.
We did none of that. We did none of that. So you like did what? So I'm gonna tell you what. You know what? I ain't trying to get nobody fired and shit, but that pressure on this ass is so hot.
Yeah.
It's so hot. I mean,
Because you know what's gonna happen?
it's
You know what's
ridiculous.
gonna happen next year? You know what's gonna happen next year is fans gonna be able to go to the game.
Mm-hmm.
And what do most athletic directors and boosters look at? Numbers, who's filling those seats. Exactly.
Yeah.
So people are gonna get pissed off and be like, man, I'm not going out there to see this product he's putting on the floor.
Right.
And it's gonna spread, and people are gonna send a message, man. Like, same thing happened with Craig for the football team. People stopped going to the games.
Damn.
And money's the bottom line. I don't care who you are, money's the bottom line. So when you constantly looking in that crowd as a
So,
booster or as a
so
Louisville fan or as an athletic director, and you're not seeing them seats filled up, and you on the message boards and you see people complaining,
Yeah, bro.
it's time to make a move.
hey, bro. So, are you saying
What's up?
Chris Mack is critical?
No, I'm just giving an example as far as the fans concerned. As far as how the fans receive
I'm
things.
fucking with you. I know I'm fucking with you.
Yeah.
So,
He
hold on.
supposed to be in it.
But wait. You know what? I was going to say this. If you had to match up Chris Mack to a University of Louisville football coach, who would it be? The equal.
Satterfield.
Oh shit!
Shit.
Damn. You know
Yeah.
what? Damn.
Yeah. Good guys, man, that talk a good game.
Mm.
Damn. Woo.
Jesus.
You mute now, dog. You mute. You know what?
He muted himself.
You mute. You're so fucking muted. You're so muted.
Hey, dog. What happened?
Damn, dog.
Jesus Christ.
Call us back because we got to end this right. Call us back.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah, because I got to hear this.
This is exactly why this is perfect. I love this show, dude.
Please
call back.
Don't be silly. I need you back, Bump, because you was ready to go.
Hey!
There you go, brother. We can't hear you. What you gonna say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We hear you now.
Okay. Now every time I get a call, it happens. Every time
No, you good. You good.
Yeah.
Because we knew you was going to drop that bomb. So what? Now, can you remember? We talk about comparing them.
I'm not a big fan of neither one of those coaches.
I already know.
I'm just not, man. I'm not.
That's why.
I mean, the jury's still out. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Jury's still out on Satterfield. You know what I'm saying? Which, this was COVID year for them too. So I'm a whole reservations on him and some whole judgments on him. So, but Mac, I done seen him for 3 years.
Oh shit!
And I'm just not a big fan of the style of play, man. I'm not.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ!
That's why,
No. I'm with you because you can't. my whole problem is you cannot have all these athletes.
Yeah.
You know, utilize
Freak athletes.
And the thing about it is, if you don't have it, then that's your problem because you think University of Louisville can't get athletes,
Right.
Yeah.
shooters,
Yeah.
shot blockers.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, you're not Xavier, dude. I'm sorry.
Man,
Not
you
that.
know what? I've been sitting here watching. I told myself I wasn't gonna do it, but I sit here and watch some of these tournament games, and I see some of these lower level schools like Oral Roberts and Creighton, and they got big men and they got shooters. I'm like, how are we missing out on some of these kids? I mean, I know our facilities are better.
Oh shit!
I know our history's better.
The dorm, and we could build another dorm for them to be
Denny
right
Crum
there.
done. Yeah, Denny Crum. So I don't understand, man. How are we missing on some of these kids? I know a lot is hanging over our head right now, but when I see schools like Oral Roberts with a dog inside, Creighton,
Loyola, with
Mother Mary
with
School, and
look, Fargo Center. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And we bringing in, man. Let me stop. We bringing in kids that's not D1 caliber type players.
Nah, you right. Nah, you absolutely right. Nah, you know the crazy thing is that like I always would try to go back to like where he was at and all this kind of shit, and benefit of the doubt, I would say that. But like when you don't make the tournament when it's the weakest freaking field ever. My whole thing is this, and I know we talked about this before, probably like a couple of shows ago or whatever we did, that, this is like this year for I don't give a shit if they smack the shit out of Louisville with probations, all kind of shit. This is your year.
Yeah.
If he don't like, and I always go back to this always, and y'all know me. I mean, yes, Mac, you need to prove, you need to do whatever. Vince Tyree. To me, I think he took the playbook of George and saw where, oh boy, instead of like elaborating and saying, because a conversation with Vince Tyree has got to be different than the conversation with George. Because George was all about that money, and I don't need you to fuck up this ship.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, meaning that the staff
George made one man hire his whole time here.
Yeah, I need that style to be entertaining. I need to be this way. Like I think old boy was like, "Hey, Mark, do what you got to do." That kind of shit. And it's not no, and that's what we're seeing when you make drastic changes like this, and then you don't even really like talk about it. I mean, like that shit got leaked by weak ass Matt Jones for Kentucky sports shit. And so it's like all this shit got leaked and all that kind of shit, and then you still don't hear no press shit. Only thing you got was Malik with his press conference, and they interviewed him, and he was like, they was like, well, he's like, well, and he talked about it. And I'm like, so all of a sudden that shit got leaked, and all of a sudden Louisville was like, something happened, like not renewed. I'm like, dude, all that's just poor business, and then all of a sudden. Let's go to this real quick. You release two players, and then also the skies is falling down. Instead of saying, you know what, he did a press release on that, but instead of saying, you know what, and you don't never want to dog no players, but really they weren't Louisville caliber players.
But you said it. Yeah, you said it, not me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they
really. Were. When somebody's ranked 897, I mean, Bobby might be a cold still in the future. But, like, that's how you know when somebody's desperate. Because I don't need somebody who's going to be 2 years from now. I need somebody now.
Right.
So that's why you're getting all these damn JUCOs and transfer because he knows next year is his ass if he do not produce.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Vander Heer, who was ranked 197, you don't need no more project players.
You don't.
And as much as people try to get, what you say, Brick Berry, everybody talk about my dog, what's his name, North Carolina? Berry. Nickelberry. Like, you have to keep a dude like him. I don't give a shit if he's brick, but he has experience and you hope he can snap. Like, you can't get rid of dudes like that. You cannot get rid of Jalen and all these other dudes. And you got to keep Dre Davis. You got to keep your core. And you brought in Krause. So my thing is, Krause, Solinsky, he taking your shit.
Yeah.
So, what you gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, some of these guys got to get a lot better over the summer, man. That's just the bottom line.
And I know Corona fucked a lot of shit up, but
yeah, but still, man, what's the excuse you gonna have for next year?
My coach. No, that's about it. By the time the basketball season starts next year, it'll be 1,500 dudes in the portal.
Yeah.
Point blank. You mute. Nah. It's over with. Nah. Hey. Nah. Hey. It's over with. Thank you guys for joining the Mark and Will show. We love y'all. Bump, sit there and mute his ass again. He didn't want to be on the show. We love you, brother. Peace out.
It's 8 p.m. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will show. It's the Mark and Will show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.